Tantor Audio presents The Inspector and Mrs. Jeffries by Emily Brightwell. Narrated by Lindy Nettleton. Chapter 1. Dr. Bartholomew Slocum was definitely dead. Inspector Gerald Witherspoon stared morosely at the body slumped over the huge mahogany desk, and fervently wished he were home, sitting in front of a roaring fire instead of standing in a gloomy Knightsbridge surgery. From behind him he heard Constable Barnes clear his throat. Witherspoon thrust the image of a cosy fire and a glass of port out of his mind and remembered his duty. Straightening his spine, he moved determinedly toward the body. Aware of the two pairs of eyes staring at his back, Witherspoon leaned forward and examined the dead man. It was not a chore he relished. The fact was, he was rather squeamish about dead people, but as corpses went, this was a rather nice one. At least it wasn't covered in blood. He heard an impatient shuffle of feet behind him, and that brought him back to the problem at hand. He muttered thoughtfully, trying to sound both wise and official. "The gentleman is definitely dead." "Yes, we know," said Dr. Sebastian Hightower, somewhat irritably. "That is, of course, why I summoned the police." Yes." Witherspoon turned and smiled faintly at the portly man standing next to Constable Barnes. Hightower didn't return his smile. He gazed impatiently from beneath thick brown eyebrows and pointedly picked up his watch-chain. "The doctor was obviously reading when death occurred," Witherspoon said. "See how his head is resting on that book. Except for a rather peculiar way his arms are flopped out, one on each side, you'd think he was merely taking a nap." "Well, he isn't napping," snapped the doctor, glaring at Witherspoon. "He's dead, and the circumstances are very suspicious." "Suspicious?" Witherspoon echoed. He didn't think there was anything suspicious about a dead person in a doctor's surgery. Mind you, there were more dead people in hospitals, but surely, if one couldn't die in a hospital, a surgery was the next best place. "Look, Inspector, I do wish you'd get on with it. You've been here 10 minutes, and all you've done is stare at the fellow." Witherspoon stiffened. He was terribly unsure of what to do, but he wouldn't tolerate the fact that it was starting to show. "Staring at the corpse, as you call—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?